personalities in the game. Ted Landry kicks us off. He sends it long into the arms of Jackson Ray, who returns with plenty of gusto, but met well by the Richmond defence. And we see the first box of the day from Saracens scrum half Aled Evans, sliding off the boot that time. The box kicking will be a feature of the match. We know how
from what they've been going accustomed to over the last success. So,
well, the set piece, a feature of both these clubs' opening games against the same opposition, Cornish Pirates and Jersey. And the dart is sent true into the air, into the hands of Alex Bibic, who's come in for Byron Hodge today. Hodge really performing well last week, but Bibic, a man who grew from the second team last year and became a linchpin of the National 1 team, winning that early line out as Richmond put the phases together. Hodgson starting at 12 for the first time.
Good
wins some meters.
Early carries here from Richmond, getting across the game line is going to be very important.
Jones clattered by Richard Barrington. Welcome to the game, Luke Jones. Last week's man of the match, Miles Scott, puts his hand up for the first time as Max Trimble slots into the 9 position. Again, hungry defence this time from Don Morris. But Richmond keeping on the ball and in the hands of Jack Alcott, returning after 2.5 years injury. Richmond have opened up Sarries on the right-hand side. Dan Kelly dragged down. They're through into the 22. Bibic carries again. This is an excellent opening passage from Richmond. Landry will go long to find Litchfield in the midfield. They're taking the hits, but they're recycling with speed. Landry goes over the top into the hands of Elder, steps inside, just picked up by one leg and stopped in his tracks.
Great opening play here from Richmond, really going through the phases, building that confidence. It's a great start.
Looks to be penalty advantage from the referee as Liston has his first intervention of the game. Landry controlling things, Trimble out the back, but it's well read from Taylor. Still playing with this advantage. Torpy, the man with no number on his jersey, adjudged to have been ripped. And Hosking so well to wrestle the ball back. Trimble to Mitchell, puts the footwork in on George, but no dice getting through that gap. Bibic picks off Sean Raffel. Litchfield again in the midfield. He plays prop, but he's finding himself in the centre with regularity. And Richmond are rewarded with a penalty for an excellent start to this game.
Fantastic start from Richmond. I don't think they could hope for much more, putting the ball through the hands. And those shots are flying in from Saracens, but Richmond doing really well to ride the shots on the game line, keep the legs moving forward and get some good momentum early doors.
Seeing the opportunity for Ted Landry to open the scoring from a position for him which really should be a gimme. And Richmond off to a flyer. 3-0 they lead after 4 minutes.
Stay still, guys.
Bang, right out of the screws from Manu Vunapola. An important penalty to get Saracens on the board and level things up here at the Athletic Ground. It's Richmond 3, Saracens 3. Defending, do you put a man up to contest or do you just soak it up and get ready for the hit?
Richmond do go up and the Saracens get behind them, which is perfect ball for Saracens. Starting to roll now. Richmond need to get this stopped.
Saracens momentum early, irresistible momentum as they storm across the line, and the referee blows his whistle, arm in the air. It's the opening score of the game, and it's the returning England and Lions international Jamie George making an immediate impact on his return to the Saracens starting lineup.
And you called it, Burnsy. That was the decision Richmond had to make. Do they put a man up to try and steal the ball, or stay down to repel the drive? They went to try and put Freddie Hoskins up in the middle, and Jamie George threaded the needle above Hoskins, which is the perfect place to launch a drive from, behind the defending pod. So excellent drill from Saracens there. I may be biased here, Burnsy, but it looked to me like Alan Davis had picked that ball, and Jonesy came round very quickly and got him when he'd lifted the ball. So tight call there against Richmond.
Tight call against Richmond, potentially a damaging one as the maul begins driving, wheeling, squirming over the line. And Saracens, with their second score of the half, put a gloss on things just as they'd have liked to, with half-time looming. Hunter Hill picked up, pirouetting round and just having the whereabouts to find the line.
Clinical from the Sarries forwards there. The drill didn't quite go as they'd planned, but made it work, and they've got down into Richmond's 22 twice, I think, and come away with scores both times. So yeah, very well drilled pack, and they really know what they're doing when it gets down to the red zone.
Let's burnish his team's tally from the tee.
Yeah.
Great kick into the wind there. Fantastic strike from Manu Vinapola.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Stats to the left, Manu Vunipola attacks the line, slots Don Morris through a hole before finding Shegan in hot pursuit. And it's try number 3 for the Saracens. Richmond carved apart by the Saracens backline.
Yeah, great try there from Sarries. Very stable scrum from Richmond, they did well, but really tough. And there we go, Manu Vinapola. Flat pass, we will say, to Don Morris, who went through the hole, but very tough to defend a midfield scrum, one man down in the backs.
I think the judgment of that pass being flat will be very much skewed by what crest is on your heart watching today's game. Hint of that being forward. As he does, Kapoku, huge collision with Miles Scott. Christie now bumps off Freddie Hoskins, it's too easy, and Saracens, after all that heroic Richmond defence, get their bonus try, and it's from that explosive replacement, Andy Christie. Pick me for South Africa, Warren. And Capelli Pifoletti comes in, the USA international, as Hunter Hill finds Kapoku, who pirouettes to find Pifoletti.
18, 19, let him go, 19!
Saracens do have numbers on the short side. Christie spots a gap. Richmond do well to drag him down as he pumps away through the gap.
Christie's had a very impressive introduction to this game. Looks like a very powerful ball carrier.
Very good, very energetic.
Back in familiar territory to this half. Richmond battling away to keep Saracens out off the line.
It has been a battle all half. That is a mass of black jerseyed bodies pouring their way towards the line. Only a metre short. Saracens go again. They get a nudge and they creak across the line once again. Saracens have their 5th try. It looks to be Sean Raphael, or no, Ralph Adams-Hale on his comeback game. The young 23-year-old re-announces himself to the Saracens faithful with a try. Saracens 5th. And if we weren't sure about which way the result was going, that try has made it unequivocal.
Yeah, very nice play from Ralph Adams-Hill there. Picked and managed to keep his feet under him to allow his support to come in behind and get that 3-man drive that forced his way over the line.
Across the paint enough times for it to not be of consequence to the final outcome. Shegan, his placeholder, And a Perla to wrap things up for the time being.